Hello dearie, and welcome to my space and my channel. Watch Natalie, spelled Natalee. I have the honor and the privilege of doing your free daily psychic tarot reading today, as well as using this brand new beautiful deck. Thank you so much to Vanetta. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and it is beautiful. It is truly, truly gorgeous. So thank you, my love. Thank you a million times. Thank you. Oh, I love to feel loved, and I love to give love to you guys. So if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. And for those of you that are new, I go over the downloads and tunings as I shuffle and infuse these cards with the psychism, and that sort of directs and, you know, designates how and when, and, you know, all of the cards that come out for this reading. So it's a psychokinetic sort of experience. And we have a brand new, this is literally I just came back from the place to pick this up, so this is literally like the first new out of the box experience with this deck. Okay guys, so the channeling today is very, very interesting because they brought me into this space of, it's like there's this pool. It's like if I'm connected to a string far away, and it's this little feeling, and it's Mercury retrograde shadow energy. Okay, it's very clearly that. So I went and looked at the Mercury retrograde calendar, and we go retrograde February 17th 2020 this year. Okay, the 17th of Feb in 12 degrees 53 minutes Pisces. We don't go direct until March 10th. It stays in the shadow period till about April 1st, I think March 31st. This is an ephemeris I downloaded for free from Astrodienst, astro.com, if you guys want to download your own. Okay, so moving into Pisces, Mercury is going to move into Pisces, and there it will retrograde. So you should look at your chart if you're so interested to see where you have, I think Pisces is probably, yeah, it's like right here, where Pisces falls in your chart. Okay, so while there are 12 signs and 12 houses, there's not always a sign on its own house. It's what we call an interception, where signs will have two domains, two houses to rule instead of just one. So just be sure that you're looking at your chart accurately and taking a look to see where Pisces is, because that's the area of life where you can expect this retrograde to happen. And what they channeled to me today is this. Here's the thing. I have this pool. There's going to be something that you're going to want to go back to. Okay, so Mercury going retrograde is always, it happens like 3 times a year. It's always about going back, revisiting something, renovating, redoing, reassessing, all about the RE. It's about going back. With this retrograde in the sign of Pisces, I feel it already. I felt it today. I felt that retrograding energy. So what I'm going to tell you guys is to get as much use out of this as possible. Going backwards in Pisces, this is a very intuition heavy experience. So this is going to be something where you're going to want to use your intuition to guide you. Now here's the thing, is that people want signs. People are looking for signs. Where's my soulmate? Where's my dream income, house, living situation, life situation? And when they get those signs, when they get those signals, when they get those messages, they actually ignore it. And so that's a really big issue. So for this retrograde, I'm going to ask you to do 2 things. I'm going to ask you to listen to your intuition, and I'm going to ask you to discern what is your intuition. It's going to be made more difficult because Mercury, the planet of communication and information transferring between you and other people, is going to be retrograde. So it's not going to be operating as perfectly as 4 minutes and 20 seconds on Mercury retrograde. We're going to start pulling some cards. This is already feeling Mercury retrograde, how I'm just sort of, not necessarily rambling, but it's just, the long story short is we're going to need to use our intuition because it's in Pisces. But the thing is that we don't want that to turn into self-delusion. So this is part of what's going to need to be reevaluated over the next 2 months. Okay? Oh, and we have our first card. Oh, it's beautiful. The Nine of Cups, the wish card. You're going back to a wish upon a star. You're going back to something that you derive immense emotional happiness from. Either imagining this happening, like a wish fulfillment, or something that actually, like a wish came true and it brought you immense fulfillment, immense happiness, immense joy and self-satisfaction. This could have been an accomplishment that you are revisiting as well, is what I'm getting for some of you. Look at this guy. Here we go. Gorgeous. But it's something that was just, I feel like part of it, you already feel quite accomplished with this, to be honest with you guys. I'm getting that this is partly something that you can feel good about now, and then, but there's this element of coming back to it. Ooh, fascinating. So this, okay. So this is a great time to make it perfect, is what they're telling me. You want to go, oh, thank you. They're having me stop. Okay, so they're giving me that it's about being thorough with this. And not to say that you weren't before, but that this is how they want you to use this energy, is to not try to rush and move forward and go, but to actually make it, to be thorough about it. They're just giving me like this thorough. So you should have information now that you didn't have before. Okay, let me take a look at these 3 cards. Wow. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Staves, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I understand that you're protective about this. This is something that you're using as a stepping stone. This is something you're using as a sort of, I'm getting legacy. I am with this 10 of Pentacles. This is, you're trying to build like a really wonderful little life for yourself, and you're thinking about that future. It's like you're thinking about this actual day when your physical body has aged out of being able to do really crazy, fun, exciting things, and you are in your mind. They're giving me this feeling of you exactly as you are now, in a body that is like almost done. And it's like you're totally cognizant. You can think and speak, and it's like you're completely alert. It's almost, you're completely alert, but your body on the outside, it's just, it hurts, or it just doesn't move well, or you're very, very different. You're physically different than you are right now. And they're having me feel this feeling of knowing everything going on around you. Like you see all this, activity around this person right here, this patriarch, and not really being able to fully participate in it because you're aging out of the human experience. And what they're giving me is this, it's not restlessness, it's just a lot of mental activity, and it's this feeling of, not that you're looking to the future of the potential of the rest of your life, like a very, physically young person has, like a 20-year-old looking forward, oh, I could do all of this with my life, I can do all of that with my life, I can do all of this, I can do anything I want, right? This is you looking back at all of the actualized potentialities. This is you looking back at everything that you did do, everything you did accomplish, everything you did say, everyone you did love, okay? It's this really wonderful sort of pride where you're looking back at your life and you're going, I'm pretty proud of myself. I did all right. I did okay. I honored who I was, or, but they're giving me that inside of this body that is like shutting down. Okay. So that it's like that moment is the same as this moment right here. I know that doesn't make any sense, but this is real life. Okay. There is no linear time thing. And I don't want to digress into that rabbit hole, but they're giving me that moment now. So it's like you are connecting with yourself. Oh, that's it. Thank you. You are connecting with yourself in the future. And you don't know it yet because you don't know what it feels like. And I'm here to tell you this is how it feels when you have an intuitive lead and you follow it and it takes you somewhere quite magical, or when you have an intuitive boundary go up, like, I don't think I should go out to the after party, or I don't think I should follow this person, or I don't think I should walk this person home. I don't think I should, like, I don't know if I should go out, or I don't know if I should, you know, all of those little things, that's your intuition talking to you. That's you trying to get to you, trying to put you on the right path. But you're saying, I'm connecting with someone who's still learning this, who's still sort of learning to trust this intuition of theirs. And it could even be because you doubt your own discernment, you doubt your own judgment. However, with the Seven of Staves here, this is someone who is ambitious. I'm picking up someone who is, this is interesting. Like, this card is like totally tweaking me out because this is the first time I've seen Seven of Staves directly facing the, like, look at how he's just looking forward. Usually it's like a side shot where he's like, you know, but him looking, or like, I don't know, it's something right at the camera. It's like, I'm ready for you. Like, come on, you know, try it. This is you. Okay. First of all, this is how you feel about this beautiful wish of yours. You are totally protective of it. You are, it's like, you know, what's at stake here with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, you know how important it is. You know the value. Not even just the monetary value if this is professional for you, but this is valuable to you as far as this is your lifetime's work. This is your legacy. This is, above all else, this is something that you either always wanted to do or you started to do it. You got part of the way doing it and didn't complete it because the 9 is almost there. It's almost completed. Not quite there though. Almost. It's really close. See, there's some self-satisfaction there with the 9 because then the 10 of Cups is where that's the little family and the rainbow, the finish line of happiness. So there is an element of some satisfaction with this already. And you're trying to continue this and move it forward. So I'm here to tell you that this is a good time to do it. With this Mercury retrograde energy, to go back. And here we go with the Knight of Pentacles, making it thorough. This is the most thorough knight in all of the court knights in the tarot. The Knight of Pentacles is solid, stable, secure in his pentacle. All of the knights are insecure though. So I feel like there is a little bit of that with you where you are, I don't want to say you're defensive. I'm not getting that you're defensive. You're just protective. So it's not like you're going to overread a situation and then, you know, blow up at somebody because you perceive them as attacking your thing. It's not really like that. It's more that only if you feel like it's being attacked directly, if you know for sure that there is an opponent, that someone's trying to sabotage you, or that it's like coming in for the, only then will you get into this position and protect it, but not really before then. Okay. Interesting. What is this next message that we have, please? What do we need to know? What advice do we have? Whoever this is resonating for. I'm hearing you. You're saying it could be a couple of different things. Oh, that's so funny. The moon. Not surprised to see that at all. And then there's another card. Oh. Interesting. The Two of Pentacles. And he's like doing a little dance. Look at that. I mean, he's really trying to balance this out. So here, now we're getting somewhere. The Two of Pentacles with the moon, which is another gorgeous freaking card. Oh my God. Okay, this is you vacillating between, do I follow my intuition or don't I? And here's exactly another part of this Mercury retrograding in Pisces for you, is that you will need to use your intuition to be guided. You'll have to trust yourself because really, you know, psychism, being psychic, you really have to know yourself. You have to have a really strong relationship with yourself. You have to know what is your feeling and what someone else is feeling. You have to know You know, you have to be able to feel the different frequencies and energy. You have to be able to feel all kinds of different things and know what it is that you're feeling. It's a whole weird journey, and I'll share a story from today. Okay, I'll share it right now. So just really quickly, I was on my way. I was in an Uber going to a meeting, and up this little hill, there was another car coming this way, and we're going that way. It stopped to let someone out, a woman letting out this man in front of his house. And I just looked and I saw this one like freeze frame of the two, of the guy getting out of the car and then the woman kind of leaning over, but look, you know, and I instantly knew and saw a little bit of it, but I knew that she had picked him up from his house, circled, I don't know if they circled the block, but they went and parked somewhere. She gave him a fellatio, and then she came around and dropped him off. Guys, I didn't try to do that. I didn't try to know what's going on with these people. It just hit me. Like it just, okay? So I know that's so random. And it's just like the weirdest thing when that happens, where I just get like a lot of information in one instant download. Okay? So what this is saying about you is that you have to trust your experiences. So you could have an experience like the one I just described, or you can have a million different types of esoteric experiences, and you will. And you will. So feel free to email me questions. I swear I get a lot of emails, so please thank you for being patient with me for responding to emails. You guys know how that is. But okay, let me put it this way. You see how the moon is the only source of light, right? We have these two towers. We have this domesticated dog and the primal wolf. They're both howling at the moon. The crayfish coming out of like the subconscious waters. There's usually a path in the middle here in the traditional tarot. Let's just pretend there is, okay? There's a path that goes down the middle. And what you have to do is go by the moonlight. You have to see in the dark by the glint of the glimmer of the moonlight. And it's then when you're only half illuminated that you feel your way forward, so that you can kind of feel if there's a big mass over here, you kind of see it goes dark over here. So you kind of feel it and you go around it, and there's like a bush or there's a whatever. Okay. The moon is about orienting yourself, navigating, using your intuition, because the sun is the navigator. Okay, I can take up my palm and I know 15 minutes per finger. I can count how many hours of sunlight between the bottom edge of the sun and the horizon line. I know how much daylight I have left because I'm on where I am on the planet Earth. Okay, there's all kinds. You can take the stick, put the stick in the, and you can all kinds of things you can do with sunlight. But we're talking about intuition here. We're talking about Pisces. We're talking about Mercury, the planet of communication, retrograding, going apparently backwards from the perspective on planet Earth in Pisces. Okay, so you are going to be given your own psychic downloads, your own intuitive prompts, your own intuitive leanings and signals and signs. Maybe pennies first. I'm getting pennies for someone when they see pennies, if they're face up, if they're face down, if they're in a crack, if they're sitting on a table. Like someone has a thing about pennies. That's someone's thing. And here's the thing is that everyone will have their own sort of language that they're spoken to by their guides. So for one of you, it's pennies, that when you're looking for a sign, pennies means something very special to you, or maybe even the name Penny, the name of Penny person or something. That's one of your clues. It's one of your blues clues of life. And that's what you have to go on in order to continue this wish fulfillment, to get to the completion. Okay? Wow. Okay, so you're going to go back to this thing. You're going to be very thorough. You're going to be... Oh, they're also telling me that it's protected, that your future with this is sort of protected if you are thorough, if you can do the Saturn-Pluto work, and they want you to do Saturn-Pluto work. They want you to... Saturn meets Pluto, the heck out of it. Saturn is structure and form and responsibility and discipline, and Pluto is rebirth. And that's what you can use this Mercury retrograde to do, is give it a rebirth, to like reinvigorate this thing, and making sure that you're thorough and you are protected. This thing, whatever it is protected. And you will have to, here's the thing, is that you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy in the regular world, doing regular world things, living a regular life, and doing whatever this is, and having your own private world with yourself going on. So this is, okay, I'm going to give you this about being psychic. So in order to do psychic stuff and to do psychic tuning, you have to start at 0. What I mean by starting at 0 is no drugs, no alcohol, no pot, no over caffeinated beverages, a little bit of caffeine to like, I mean, I don't want to, we're not talking like over caffeination, okay, where your blood burns and that kind of thing, just like a regular tea, coffee, something chill, okay, but otherwise no over caffeination, no downers if you're on like a pill, or if you take like the allergy pills that don't have, that they have the diphenhydramine and that brings you down, none of that. Like you really have to start it, you have to be well fed, you have to have water, you have to stay hydrated, okay? And then you also have to start at 0 spiritually and emotionally. So when I do a personal reading, or I sit down to do these free readings on YouTube, I'm at 0, meaning there's nothing affecting my energies. It's clean, it's open, it's clear, it's very clear. So when an energy comes in, I know what it is. I know that it's not because I'm overtired, that I'm hungry, that I haven't slept, that there's drama going on in my personal life, that there's, you know, all of that. I live a conflict-free life, by the way. I'm not in conflict with anybody. I only surround myself with people that are nice and respectful, that are cool, okay? Chill, okay? If I catch one bad vibe, I'm like, bye. What's our motto? Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, if we catch one bad, okay? So for you, my loves, you will be challenged because you're going to be busy, and it's going to be hard for you to stay at 0. It's going to be hard for you to discern what is an intuitive hit and what is just a glint of the moonlight. It'll be a little bit difficult, but this is why we have this Mercury retrograde, is to give you the opportunity to practice and to learn this better and to pick it up more, okay? So let's get our next message. Someone is getting so much out of this, and I am so happy. I am so happy. I can feel it. Ah, 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. I feel like that's you, to be very honest. I feel like this is you kind of almost judging your own intuition, kind of going back and forth about, should I do this? Should I not? Is this the right thing for me? Is this not the right thing for me? Is this right for my wish fulfillment? So it could be anything from business to getting pregnant to starting a family, blending a family. I mean, anything under the sun here, although in this case, perhaps it should be better suited to say under the moon. But with the 4 of Cups, I feel like you're the one who's saying Nine Danka. Okay? Let's zoom in. And for the zoom in, I'm going to use the Radiant Wise because it's literally right next to my hand. Okay. So let's clarify the 4 of Cups here, because I'll be able to feel this out if this is happening to you or if this is you doing the projecting. I feel like you're not, with that 7 of Cups. Okay, let's clarify the 4 of Cups, please. What do we need to know about this? Damn. Whoa, this is a big decision. This is kind of no wonder why you're going back and forth. You're like, is this my intuition? Am I just feeling things right now? What's going on? Okay, let's take a look. Ooh, you guys might get like an offer or some kind of there is a little bit of ultimatum energy here, like no going back. And I feel like it's sort of stressing you out. So let's take a look at this. The moon with the Two of Pentacles, please. What else do we need to know about this moon and the Two of Pentacles? Yeah. You're going to think about this. You're going to stress about this. A little bit insomnia energy here if you're prone to that. If you maybe already have difficulty sleeping or your mind just doesn't turn off, you're going to be very susceptible to overthinking, doubting yourself, stressing out, really tweaking out about this. What can we do for you here? You could also... Gosh, Natalie, oh no. And Mercury retrograde, who knows what bizarre sounds are going to be coming out of all of our mouths. Okay, but for real, you could also be stressing about being rejected. Does that make sense? Like, you're afraid that you will be rejected and that they'll say no forever. Maybe you're going up for a big position, or you are, you know, presenting something to someone or a group of people, or some of you might be wanting to start off in your own business, climbing up the ladder in a business that you're in currently. This could also be love. To be honest, this Nine of Cups, we all have our different Nine of Cups. Okay, for sure. Oh man. Yeah, let's go in a little deeper. Let's go in deeper on the Nine of Swords, and let's use the Rider die for this guy. Because I'm getting that you are doubting and sort of not sure about what your intuition feels like. I'm getting that insecurity, and then I'm also getting the mental lock up where you can't even think logically about this. You can't even say, okay, well, let's just scrap the intuition. We'll put that on the shelf and let's take a look at this logically. You're not even able to do that. So I want to nip this in the bud right now and see what we can do for you guys. Nine of Swords. What do we need to know about this Nine of Swords, please? What advice, guidance, or information do we need to know about this nine? Oh, we get it. I don't want to complain to anyone's guides. But we do get it. Okay, we get it. We're the Two of Swords. It's... Oh, shoot. Okay, these are all yours. There's 4 cards total. We have the Four of Swords, double confirmation, 7 of Staves, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. This is all what you're stressed out about. This is what's on your mind. What's on your mind is a total stalemate situation. It's a stalemate situation, and I feel like there's actually a way out of the stalemate situation. I feel like with the 7 of Staves, we have you here trying to protect this by being thorough and being solid, stable, grounded, secure. The 3 of Pentacles is working with other people. It's collaboration. So you could be needing a mentor, mentoring someone else, learning from someone, developing a skill, or it could be through a group of people or through a collaboration. Okay, but with the 6 of Swords, it's moving on. It's a good moving on. You're moving away from the troubled, roiling waters of the stress, and you're moving towards the calm, clear waters over there. However, the 6 swords are pointing down, so it's almost as if you are leaving this behind, the gridlock, the stalemate, okay? But the thing is that you're going to be... I feel like you're going to have to collaborate with other people on this. And I feel like that's part of that. I feel like that's what's stressing you out, is that you're going to have to, they're showing me the pie. That's like this right here. It's like 3, like the peace sign, like a pie cut into thirds. So I feel like you're going to stress about, and here's the 2. The 2 of Swords is having all the energy with no direction. I mean, you have the swords. You're ready to slice and dice and cut stuff up, but you're hoodwinked. You have this inability to see. So you can't be cutting anything if you can't see what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to cut your own arm off. So it's like, when does this blindfold come off? And that's when you're going to have to use your intuition and feel your way forward a little bit, so that hoodwinked, you know, it transforms into some confidence. Because this is confidence here. The 7 of Staves coming right back over here where we have your 10 of Pentacles. So you're still protecting it. Oh, come on. Okay. So we still have the 10 of Pentacles, we still have the Knight of Pentacles, and we still have our 7 right there. Still protecting the future. But I feel like this is just a nervousness of yours. I feel like this is just sort of like a neurotic thing. I'm not quite sure that you have reason to be this nervous about this. It feels like you almost don't trust it. It's like you almost... You have an apprehension about collaborating with people on this. And what this is calling for is for you to pick the right people using this intuition. If you're in that position, I don't know how much of this is going to be in your control. I can tell you though, mentally, you are stressed about working with other people or sharing it. Okay? I feel like you're going to move through that though. I think that that's what this is here. You're actually going to move. You're going to experience this energy, this apprehension. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself go through everything you need to go through, okay? Because it's important for you to learn that you can leave this behind. And I feel like it's going to be the people. I feel like it's going to be your team or your network, your collaborative partners or partner, if it's just one other person, that will help kind of not only get through some of this defense of yours, but also assuage this intuition where you feel like this is it, this is a good match, or this is a good fit. Okay, but we can see that you're mentally going through things about it. Let's take a look over here at the Four of Cups and the Judgment. Using the Rider die. Okay, Four of Cups and the Judgment. What do we need to know about this rejection energy over here? It really is. Oh my God, did you see that? That's fancy. Interesting. Wow. When justice shows up for me as a reader, it's because I can sniff it out that there was an injustice to be corrected. And it's with this wish of yours. It's with this wish of yours. Here's the thing. The injustice is what took place or takes place between the 9 and the 10 is what I'm feeling for you here. There's something kind of, I want to say entitled. Like you're entitled to something. And I say that because of the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a rejection. And it's a rejection because this person has standards. It's about having higher standards. So you could be offered something. You could be offered something, or there could be some energy coming up over the next 2 months where you will be put to the test emotionally, following your intuition, and mentally. It could also be that mentally you're trying to get through this gridlock. You're trying to get through a stalemate situation. There could be an opportunity to collaborate and to work with others, that you will be very sort of like protective of your baby, of your position, of your value, but that ultimately that you will leave that option behind mentally. That will be true for some of you. That you will consider all of this. And even though mentally it might make sense, because mentally you're thinking, I could break through a deadlock, I can do this. if I work with this person and I can do so putting everything up front, telling them what I need, what I can do for them, or if this is like a group project at school or something, you know, okay, let's put our heads together. 2 heads are better than 1. This is what I need. What do you need? Can I fulfill this for you and you do this for me and we get it done? But you actually will abandon that mentally. For those of you where that will apply, and it'll be because it's not good enough. It's not a good deal. And I feel like your intuition knows that sooner, but that you're either really busy and you can't really give that attention to it, or you're just not, or money stress is getting to you, because Mercury retrograde will be a little bit precarious financially for about 80% of us. It's a stressful time. So if you are, I would recommend just like saving all your money through Mercury retrogrades, not making any big investments, not making any big decisions, okay? That's another thing too, that if you do have a decision to make about this, wait till April 1st. More information will keep coming up and coming to light up until April 1st and maybe even beyond then. But for sure, you don't want to decide something when you are all in knots about it. If you're not really giving the intuition its due place, its due diligence. So I feel like you do have something due to you, and it just might not come to you in this form, because I do see this big no. Like, this is a big rejection here. It's like a big no. And it's really definitive in terms of this judgment. I mean, it's like at the end of your life. This is that energy. So you're going to find a different, let's take a deeper look at this justice. I'm going to use the same deck. What else do we need to know about the justice energy here? Ooh, I just can't right now. Oh my God. Wow. And then these 3 cards, you guys, this landed right on top of the justice. Yeah. And then these 3 came out. Boom. The Emperor, the King of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to say no to this. You're going to say no to something coming your way. It's like, here's the thing. Mentally, you're stressing out because it either doesn't make mental sense to you. It's fighting with your intuition, or mentally there's a strategy involved here that it's like you can break through a deadlock or some sort of barrier from the 9 to the 10, but it's not going to take you all the way to the 10. You think it's moving forward, but it's not quite. Okay, so it's either this person that you're rejecting, that you're walking away from, or together. I can't see quite yet if you keep this, if you say yes to this collaboration or participation, because it could also be you part of a group, a larger group. So you will either walk away from that, or you with this other energy or energies will together reject something. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think it does. Okay. Okay. And with a partner or with a group, as long as you do this 7 of Staves, as long as you stand up for what you believe in and what you advocate for and make it very clear in no uncertain terms, your terms. This is like terms, the terms card. It's like before you get into a relationship, you lay it all out. This is what I can give. This is what I expect. Are we going to be committed? Is this monogamous? What do you like? It's like this whole list of things. So I see you doing that out of protection, and you're being very thorough. So that's a good thumbs up. Absolutely. And yes. Okay. And then you have to use your intuition if you're going to go forward with this person and you both move on together, or you and this group all move on together, or if you're going to move on alone. Okay. Because either way, I see this rejection, and it's sort of a big one. It's almost like Oh, and for some of you, this could be for many of you, this is also the energy of rejection that is all associated. Because remember, there is no linear time, time spirals, okay? So something over here in the spiral and over here, it's in a different spot. But if it's the same exact energy, it's totally there. So it's almost like any rejection associated with this thing, it's almost like that's what's getting this Judgment Day energy. Okay? And then the Justice comes in, and there's this whole other, when this Justice comes, see, you want more of this energy. You want more of this associated with the Justice than you want of this. Okay? It's like this is what's going on in your mind. You're stressing out about this. And this Justice energy is actually full of all of this. So you have to follow what's right. You have to do what's right. You have to stay in your own integrity. Follow your intuition. Because mentally, Mercury retrograding, it might not even be a lot of use anyway. See how you're tweaking. You're more stressed about this collaboration, this person, protecting yourself, getting through a grid. You're thinking about things that are not all of these things are in your control. So first of all, release and relinquish anything that's outside of your control, because it's a moot point. It's moot. Totally moot. This Four of Cups and this Judgment, there's going to be this thing, this moment. It's this moment right before the Justice comes in. There's power here. There's a powerful figure. There's a boss, an action taker, a leap of faith, longevity and security. I feel like this is the offer you want to say yes to. I feel like you're going to get an offer before it's like a little offer before a really big offer. You're going to get an offer. I feel like you're going to get an offer. There's going to be an opportunity to work, but you're going to have reservations about it. Like maybe mentally it might look like a strategically sound decision, but your intuition is saying, hold out, wait. It could be you rejecting this little offer, the little thing that comes through, whatever you're having these reservations about. Mother of pearl. Whatever you're having these reservations about. Because like, oh, I don't know. And that actually turns a major key where the universe is like, they turned that down. Oh my God. Let's give them something better. Because when this Justice comes through, that's like legal. That's signing papers. That's incorporation. That's all this big energy over here. That's what you're really moving towards. Okay, let's just really quickly look again. I'll use the Radiant Wise. Look at the Judgment. So that I just want to see if there's any clearer way that we can get you guys this. So that we can help you. Tell us more about this Judgment, please. Or the Four of Cups. Four of Cups and the Judgment. We'll do this together. Ooh. Damn, did you guys see that? That dark... Oh! Oof. Oh, snap. Wow. The Five of Cups, regret. The Tower, disaster. And the Knight of Pentacles, thoroughness. And it's like the glue. Sticky energy here. Wow. Connecting with the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and 7 of Staves over here, because I connect them when I have double confirmation. So this is everything that you're fighting for, that you're being thorough about, that you are protecting your future, your legacy, your potentiality that you want to make actual, so you have great memories of your life, all bursting into flame. Huge major regret for self-sabotage, for making this wrong decision. Wow. I'm really happy we did that, because now we're just putting it even in more clear terms that this rejection is actually incredibly important for you. You're going to need to reject. Absolutely. You're going to need to say no to something, to one of these offers. Okay? It's whatever is mentally putting you in this position here where it's like, okay, I could collaborate, but I'm not really going to feel 100% comfortable. I'm always going to feel like I have to protect this and protect myself. That's the one you want to say no to. The one you want to say yes to is all of this energy right here. So you're going to want to deal with someone who is self-assured, who is established. You want to associate with, because this over here, this is not necessarily established. This is maybe someone of your own skill set or your own, there could be mentorship, apprenticeship here, but it's like learning from the lead pentacle carver. And this is talking about the pentacle owner. Like this is, okay? So it's a different energy. So you could be maybe considering working with someone more in your own area, but you're not quite comfortable with that. So I would say no to that. Go with this. Go wait it out. Let divine timing do its thing, because there's something bigger cooking here. And it's still tied in with your 10 of Pentacles, your 7 of Staves. It's going to be thorough. It's going to be long lasting. It's going to be with company that is also extremely supportive of you and that can back you, like really support you and have your back. And they would be the ones taking a big leap of faith on you, with you. Okay? So if this is love and relationships, yeah, it's the same concept applies if this is love and relationships, and that you want to hold out for someone who is established, like inside. You want to wait for someone who is established inside, and Mercury retrograde will help you discern and feel these people out. When you're at 0, you can feel when people are way up, way low, way agitated, way depressed. You can feel that so much clearer when you're at 0, when you're zenned out, when you're totally, okay? So I know you're going to be busy, but try to use that. Just try to use that. You know, just try. Just try. The energy is already going to be there. So if you're frustrated that things aren't happening fast enough or whatever, just try to move away from frustration and just go straight into meditation. That's the big thing. It's just put back into yourself, because when you're not getting any work done, when you're tired, when you're upset, when you're, you know, when nothing's clean, the house is dirty, and, you know, you've moved away from yourself. Sorry, my throat's still. You've moved away from yourself. Make your own red flags, a list of red flags of things where you can see that you've come away from yourself, and then work to get back to yourself, because that's probably going to be the best advice to deal with all of this, is to strengthen your intuition, strengthen your intuitive faculty, taking good care of yourself. Okay, so if you like cigarettes, if you like cigarettes with alcohol, if you're on the 4 cups of coffee a day, if you know, energy drinks, you love your energy drinks, you know, whatever it is, for Mercury retrograde. And for some of you, Pisces will be your 6th house, a health house, or your 12th house, your health house. And it's going to be even more natural for you to start going back and saying, maybe I should reevaluate, you know, my health and start taking supplements or something, or, you know, whatever have you. But with this particular thing that you're going to want to go back to, follow your intuition. Be mindful, self-aware of when you are out of your mind. I know that sounds so weird, but it's really important for you to know when you're out of your mind, for me to know when I'm out of my mind, for all of us to, okay? So check yourself to know when you are in this tweaking out energy, because you're going to try to, I'm a Capricorn, so my thing is I just push through it. I push through it. I push through it. It's not going to help anyone. Okay, so whatever your thing is, know what your counter mechanism is, so that you can say, in Capricorn case, you say, you know what, just take a nap, just slow down. Everything will be there for you when you come back to it, but just rest. Because Capricorns just want to like just go through it, right? So you're going to have something different. Some are going to emotionally eat. Some are going to cognitive dissonance. This isn't a problem for me. This problem doesn't exist. I'm just going to keep living life, okay? So the justice that's going to come in is what's really meant for you. And it's the justice for this wish and for your future and your legacy. So that's why this Mercury retrograde is going to push you to stop pushing yourself and to feel it far from you first. And then get closer to it. That's so Piscean. It really is, you guys, because this isn't about chasing and looking. It's like there. It's like right over there. And it's like this. I'm telling you, I feel it. I can feel it for you. I'm feeling this happening in your life for you. It's happening. And I'm just explaining it to you. So it's something really close to you. It's around you. And if you don't know what it is yet, give it some more time, because it'll start to just like blur, like watercolors, blur into your space, into your heart, into your mind, into your day. And then you will know what it is. You'll know exactly what it is. It'll come to you in its own clarity of whatever wish this is for you, okay? So just really trust in divine timing, surrender to the divine. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get some Moonology and wrap this up for yous, okay? But just trust that you are being guided through your own relationship to your own life, to your own higher self, to your own wish fulfillment. Because if you hold out, if you wait, there's a powerful person coming in who's going to take a risk on you. So if you're going for a really big job and you don't qualify for it, and you get offered something else in a different department, wait it out, see what happens. Wait till after the first, so that you didn't take what's less beneath you because someone was on vacation and they didn't get back till April 1st, and then they wanted you. You just don't know how this stuff's going to work. So you should just totally follow your intuition and build up your intuition by investing in yourself. What Moonology advice do we have for whoever this is? Okay. I've got a bunch of cards here. Oh, it's too many. But I am taking this one. Oh my God. I am taking this one. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon energy. Okay, so this is perfect. Perfect for this energy, because this is perfectly conducive to making adjustments and to making it perfect, thorough, going back over your resume, going back over personal issues too. So this is a great time to go through all of your addictions and to knock those bad habits, any bad habits, not even just addictions. I don't want to be so dramatic, but just any kind of bad habits. Any kind of bad habits at all. Ooh, 2 cards. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius energy. Perfect. And meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. This is the best you're going to get out of it, you guys. Meditate and contemplate will bring you so much more back to zero. And that's where we want you. We want you at zero, so that when everyone else is losing their heads in Mercury retrograde, that you can be one of the few that is like connected to source, saying, you know what, I'm so connected to source that I'm just going to follow my intuition. And if I just ride that and not question it, eventually it's going to put me exactly where I need to be, when I need to be there, knowing the right things to say, and getting the justice for this wish fulfillment for the rest of my life. It's about not questioning. It's about trusting yourself and letting yourself channel your own divinity. I know that sounds so weird, but that's what they're giving me. Because you could feel yourself too. You'll be able to feel your own life the more you invest in getting to know yourself. Your own life has its own rhythm. Your own life has its own language. It's just being into your own life experience. It's part of your art of living. Let's say that. Okay? Okay, guys. This was pretty epic. I can't even believe that I was still able to channel for you guys, even though I had like a busy of my own day, which is its own interesting and cool thing. So this is meant for you. This is your message. Please, take it to heart. I hope that you take the message and that you invest in yourself and really pump up your own psychic abilities. I am rooting for you guys every step of the way. That's why I do this channel, so that I can help you guys be more psychic in your own lives, and, you know, maybe one day raise a psychic army and go save the world, you know. All right, guys, I love you forever. I'm sending you all of my love photons. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at theartigan.com/shop. and get on the list. There's dates and everyone. If you need it immediately, you can book the 24-hour rush and you will get it within 24 hours. Okay, my loves. But honestly, you guys, this is really about you guys being psychic and you feeling your own life, like I'm saying. So, yeah, I'm putting it back on you guys. So best of luck to all of you, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Not only are you not rejected, but you're not feeling crushed and hurt and in pain and in sorrow. Shit to me, you can't do shit to me, you can't do shit to me, you can't do shit. Telling us that it's you and your heart and your feelings that are the source of this beautiful shift and change. So you're going to be smart about it every step of the way. Only because you were able to let go, though. You don't treat an empress like that. You just don't. Because she doesn't need you. She doesn't need anyone or anything. She'll just attract more of the goodness, and that's how she maintains her vibration. Is that if it's not coming towards her, it's not her vibration. So it's automatically disqualifying itself. Why this person feels a little foolish now. Because it's like they were disqualifying themselves from you.